Hi everyone, Sarah here today, and I am actually doing a card process video, and I am using the beautiful Always Dream Big stamp set and Spaced Out stamp set from Brutus Monroe. They are fantastic. They came out this month. The whole theme this month is like outer space and everything, and it's gorgeous. So I'm using both of those stamp sets, which there's one other one that you can get, but I am also using quite a few aqua pigments, a couple chroma mists, just, because bright colors are gorgeous, especially with outer space stuff. So here I am, I'm using the Raven Detail ink here to stamp on the Not Your Mama's cardstock. It's so thick, it's awesome because I can add the water and everything and it doesn't mess it up. So I'm stamping my sentiment on another piece. I have a bunch of scraps right there to my right hand side. I keep all my scraps and I put them back in my package of paper so that I have them to do just like what I just did, the sentiments and everything. So here I'm using a bunch of the neon aqua pigments. So there's blue and then there was purple. Here I am using the red violet aqua pigment. And then I'm going to spray with some water. And this is a slimline aqua pigment paper. And so I kind of just dipped it into everything. I grabbed another piece of Not Your Mama's and dipped it because why waste all that beautifulness? I will use that for different things later. I was not done and I like to be messy. So I went ahead and grabbed the blue aqua pigment, the neon one, and splattered it all over it again. I do a lot of splattering in this. I also used some of the stuff that was already there on my glass mat and splattered more of it. Pulled out my dirty water dish. Poured some water in it so I can rinse my brush. This is the neon aqua pigment in purple, and I am splattering it all over, adding some more water. This is the aqua pigment watercolor paper. You can buy them in the slimline size in the shop, so that's what this is actually. And that is some of the red velvet. I want cake. Sorry. Some of the red violet aqua pigment. And then I also go into the Orion and the Cosmo aqua pigment splashing as well. Honestly, I'm seeing them from the top right now, and I can't necessarily tell you exactly which every one of them is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe that's the Orion. But yeah, I do a lot of splattering and adding water and everything because I like the way it looks. This is the black aqua pigment. I just wanted to add a little more darkness to it. And I knew it was going to run together when I go to dry it. Because that's what I'm fixing to do. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to spray it again. And then I'm going to pull out my heat gun and start drying it. Which causes it to bleed, blend together, bleed a little bit. The heat and the air is pushing it around. And so it's going to cause it to blend some more. So that's what I'm doing here. I went ahead and added all those splatters and everything so that it wouldn't be the same anywhere. I like the fact that it's all different. I used my paintbrush so I wouldn't burn myself as I am drying this. And with all the water that I did add, it did warp it a little bit, but that's okay. I straightened it out and then I grabbed this. I love this. I love this. I love the neons. They're probably some of my favorites. But this is the yellow neon aqua pigment, and it shows up on top of all of that. On top of all the dark colors and everything, it shows up. I love it. So I'm going to set that aside, clean up my mess, and I'm going to grab some of the chroma mists and some of the aqua pigments. That's the blue neon aqua pigment. I am going to add that to the outside of like the little clouds coming from behind the rocket ship. I'm going to put it in the areas that's stippled where it looks like there would be more of a shadow. And then I'm going to add some more water to my brush and kind of fade it out into the center so it's lighter. And I'm going to do that for all the cloud areas. And then I'm going to combine a bunch of different colors. I'm going to do blue glow chroma mist, pink glow chroma mist, the sunrise chroma mist, yellow aqua pigment, the neon purple aqua pigment. You already saw the blue one. I also use the black and I water it down to do my rocket ship. I watered it down so it's more of a gray, and then I let it be a little darker for the shadows. And then I used pearl to go around the window and to do the little dot on the rocket ship and then the little line on the tip of the rocket ship. I also combined a couple of the colors to make a in-between orange, so it's more of a pinky orange, to do some of the color coming down from the rocket ship. And then I also pulled out some of that red violet and did some of that on one of my my planets there, but I don't end up using that planet. I combined the yellow and the blue aqua pigments so that I could get a green. And I combined some of the pink chroma mist and the purple neon aqua pigments to change up some of the colors for one of my planets. I am adding a lot of adhesive on the back of this because I did use so much water. I wanted to make sure that it would stick. That's a piece of alabaster 100-pound cardstock that I made my card base out of. And this is just a regular slimline, the 3.5 by 8.5. And then I used the watercolor piece and cut it down so that there would be a little border, making sure that that's stuck down well. And then I'm going to go to fussy cutting these out. You can get dies. I did not get the dies. I'm okay fussy cutting. It's kind of relaxing to me. Some things I do like to have dies on, but it really didn't bother me. So I went ahead and just fussy cut all of those out. Here I'm doing the little pieces between the rocket ship and everything following behind it. Just takes a quick second, and I'm going to go ahead and cut those out really quick. And then I will start adding some adhesive. Oh, I got to trim the bottom off because that was the part I didn't color. I pulled out my white gel pen because I did get outside of the lines sometimes, and that just kind of covers that up. And so that's what I'm doing here, where I got outside the lines since I was fussy cutting. You know, some of that still showed. So I went ahead and used my white gel pen and colored those so you couldn't tell. I'm going to cut my sentiment out, and it's just Fly Me to the Moon. And I'm going to put that to the side to put on my card. And I'm going to put the rocket ship up on some 3D foam that I have in my stash. And I will pop it up, and I will stick it to the card. I'm going to add some really good glue to it. And I will go ahead and stick it down there at the base of the card so it's going up. That way I have a place to stick some of my my planets and then my sentiment as well. So I'm just going to leave the sentiment in the shape that it is there, and I'm going to play with some of these planets and add them up on the card as well. I'm going to go ahead and start gluing those down, and then I am going to pop my sentiment up on some fun foam as well, just so that there's some more dimension at the top of the card. And then I will glue my last little one down as well. I love these stamp sets. That does finish this card for me. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you want these, you better go check them out over at Brutus Monroe because they have already had to restock them once and they are going fast. So I really hope that you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.